boys and ghouls, to another very special Halloween episode of LEG TV with your host, the Kill Missioner. Excuse me, this mask is a little itchy. Well, we've got a great show. It is the midway point here in LEG TV fantasy football season, and we've got a very special episode to present to you guys. First, let's get to the news. Well, John Dahlgren is back at number one, atop the league at 5-2, actually with 5 other teams at 5-2, but his points put him at the very top on a 2-game win streak. There you can see we got me, Jable, Plow, Mick, all at 5-2, a big group there, all vying for the top 6, and then you got the purgatory teams, Pretty Little Liars, Abalash Reddy, Dan, and Dr. Anu at 3-4, and Nick at 3-4. That's also a pretty large group of people that are in playoff contention. But then we go to the bottom dwellers. These guys need help. Insane Ground Posse, our defending champ Joe Murdoch, 2-5. Working from Mahomes, 2-5. Both got wins last week, but the Dag Street boys continued their 3-game slide. Also losing a trade with the number 1 team in the league. Austin Stoll traded away Dallas Goedert and George Pickens, the only receiver in Pittsburgh, to Dahlgren for DeAndre Hopkins, who might not have a quarterback, and Zach Moss, who is hurt and is being relegated to a backup role. Well done, Austin. Still can't believe that was approved. Okay, with that being said, let's get to our very special guest, our bone-chilling expert on predicting the rest of the league, the rest of the season. Who will be winners? Who will be losers? Who will rise? Who will fall to half of hell on this week's Owner Spotlight? Well, it is my grave privilege to welcome our extra-large medium, the psychic Nick Barton.
Oh, jokes. Did you tell that one in your opener?
You like that?
Did you?
Extra-large medium.
Yeah, I got it. It's a play on words.
Okay, I got to take this off. This is
All right, who do you want to? All right. Well, all right. You're the champ here. You're the leader.
Yeah.
Who do you want to talk about?
Thank you, Mick Barton. Welcome to the show. Good to have you on here. It seems like this is now a tradition here to have you at the midway season point for the Halloween episode.
This is a court-ordered appearance. I'm here against my will. Just want you to know that. Every year I'm court-appointed to come in and, full disclosure, we're doing this on a Tuesday, and it's the 24th of October. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, we are recording this on my birthday. All right, Mick. Yeah. Enough talk about birthday. Let's get serious. Deadly serious.
I've been serious.
It is the halfway point in the LEG fantasy football season.
That is true.
A lot of surprises, a lot of disappointments. I brought you on. Do what?
Mostly disappointments.
Mostly disappointments because everyone's getting injured. As we've seen in years past, you have an uncanny ability to use this magical, I guess, prophetic powers that you have called the Shining, or is it the Shinning? Shinning. Yes, I don't want to get sued.
No.
So we are going to tap in to that psyche and see how the season will end, and also do a quick rundown for the matchups this week. So, Mick, are you ready to tap in to the dark magic that lives in your brain?
I just want to point out real quick right before we start that I have picked 5 out of the last 6 champions during this segment. I have a 97% success rate and 88% of all statistics made up on the spot.
25% of you believe? Absolutely.
All
okay.
Right, who do you want to talk about?
Here we go, Mick. I'm going to dive into the psyche, okay? We're gonna grade how the teams are doing thus far in the season, who's on top, who's in the middle, and who's destined for Hoffa hell. First of all, let's start with
that
the
is
bottom.
Hard.
I know it is. Well, there's 3 groups. There's a group of 3. There's a group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There are 5 teams that are 5-2.
Yeah.
There are 5 teams that are 5-2.
So,
most of the other teams are 3-4.
Exactly. So let's start with the grave diggers of the group.
Garbage.
Dak Street Boys, working from Mahomes. Adam Barris, who just got a win last week against me. And the defending champion, Joe Murdoch. Out of those three, which is the scariest team to climb the ranks and make a run in the playoffs, which one is destined for Hoffa? Or is it any one of these three?
Oh, God, I don't.
Use that psychic ability.
Oh, all right. I'm getting take. Oh, it's going. And Austin's winning another Hoffa. Austin is just. I'm looking right now. It's. Oh. Ew. Gross. I mean, you think? Sorry.
He traded away Dallas Goedert and George.
Oh
Pickens.
wow, Dallas Goedert got traded. Like the number 7 tight end. Oh my God.
He traded away 2 very good pieces to the number 1 team in the league that we'll get to later.
Ugh,
I don't understand his thinking.
He doesn't have. You don't have to understand it. He's won the league once, twice, 3 times, and he's won the Hoffa once, twice, about to be 3 times.
That would be amazing.
It's first or last for this guy, but it's ew. I'm sorry, man. It's you should be better. Just be better. You probably have a real job and you're distracted and you put your lineup together on Sunday morning.
I agree. Too many adult Disney trips. Out of that group, so you think Stoll is going to be destined for another Hoffa? Who's scarier, Adam Barris' squad or Joe Murdoch, the defending champion, who also, if you recall, was in this very same spot? He's in the top 5 in scoring.
Joe just needs some luck. That's it. Joe has a pretty good team. It's just been, Alvin Kamara is finally back. Saquon Barkley is, kind of back. I don't know what team he's playing for, who's throwing him the ball, who's running. Oh God. Are there things behind you?
Yes, it's very spooky out here in front of this haunted house that I'm clearly at.
Joe's got a good team. I think he's just had bad luck. So I think Joe has the ability to jump into the next level, which means other people are going to have to fall.
Yeah, other than Austin, he's been scored on more than anybody else.
Hey-o.
That is another thing about Austin. He has been scored on a lot. All right, Mick, let's delve in to your psychic kinetic powers, and we're going to look at the purgatory teams. These are teams right now that are 3 and 4. They're still in it. They're not out of it, but could also very easily drop to the bottom. We have Fields of Gold, Nick Shook, Dr. Anurag Reddy, Dan Nickel, the returning Dan Nickel, and Abhilash Reddy, former 2-time champion. Which one of these teams will rise to greatness, and which one will be pulled under?
All right, let's do some greatness first. I'm seeing. Okay, is there a doctor? Is there a medical doctor? I'm seeing a doctor. Anyone know a doctor? Doctor? Oh, Anu. Anu's a doctor. There we go. Anu. I think Anu, with his just having Christian McCaffrey right now, the only first round running back is worth a shit, or second round, maybe probably into the third round is worth a shit.
Tyreek Hill.
He's not a running. I said running back. I'm saying the only running back who's actually done anything, and kept doing some things.
Yes, you're right.
He has a major advantage. And with that guy could just put up 50 or 60, like he did last night. He put up. It looks like he had a bad game. The team had a bad game, but he still got 2 touchdowns.
Unreal. He can
do that every week.
He's still doing it.
Yeah.
Who else? Is there any other out of that group that you would think rise, or is it Anu is the one that rises to the top?
I think Anu's going to be Anu's going to be the one that rises.
Who falls the hardest out of that group?
Oh boy, I'm sorry, Shook. It's I root for you every single year, and you're like the Cincinnati Reds. It's like, oh man, you know what? I wouldn't mind if good things happen to you, but they just never or Chicago Bears. Just like I have a lot of friends who are Bears fans, and they're never going to be happy.
Nope.
They will literally never be happy again.
They don't deserve to be happy.
I've heard that too. I also believe that.
They do not deserve to be happy. Okay. So that's a very valid point, because out of that group, only one of them will get that 6th spot if the top 5 stay the top 5. So let's go to that top 5 right now.
It's going to be really hard to knock people out of the top 5 right now. I am just going to say it's like a 2-game. We're halfway through. You have a 2-game. Everyone in that top 5 has a 2-game lead on them. It is gross.
It is gross, but a lot of things can happen. A lot of injuries can happen. Let's talk about the top 5 who used to be undefeated, now on a 2-game slide. We have your team, a cook goose for everyone. Dave Plow's Rocky Bitches, Jable Souls, Modelo Virus, my team, the Red Hot Jabrili Peppers in 2nd place, and now 1st place yet again, Mr. John Dahlgren. Out of that group, who will stand victorious and who will drop to obscurity?
All right, I'm taking a quick look. See, the problem is that, we're doing this right before waivers, so like these teams should just look different tomorrow.
Yeah.
Honestly, your team is pretty good.
It's hurting.
I would say it's hurting, but like get a couple of these. Like you have 2 of the top 5 running backs. They're just both on IR.
Yep. Week 11. Week 11. I just have to make it to week 11, and Devin A-Chain and Kyron Williams are supposed to be back.
Like Dahlgren's deal with the Devils is going to be up pretty soon. If Justin Jefferson, I don't think he's going to come back. Unless,
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back this season, and that's not good.
And he just lost Jerome Ford, a nice flex spot that he had. Jerome Ford's hurt.
This dumb son of a bitch has Aaron Rodgers on his bench, and he's still in 1st. It's not.
He did pick him up. He's buying into the hype that Aaron Rodgers is going to be back.
It's like that is. All right, that's cockiness. That's hubris. You're going down.
Ooh, okay, Dahlgren's going down.
Okay, so, I really, no, I wanted to say it too. I really like Jable's team.
Jable's team is scary good. No pun intended.
Really like Jable's team.
Yes,
it's disgusting how good. He's got Jordan Addison and Christian Kirk on your bench because you have good players ahead of them. I mean, nobody has 2 good running backs, so we can't call that a blank. My team is free falling. I've put I think I've started 17 different running backs, and we're only in week 8.
Yes,
like every single person has been hurt.
I tell you what, I was going to say, out of this group, I think Plow and Jable's team, I think, are going to be sneaky good and have a potential to have a longer run than some of these teams. Wow. But like I said earlier, I might drop all the way down to 6th place by week 11. But by week 11, God, maybe I get my running backs back.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're in that spot. Like how many backup quarterbacks started last week or have started a game this season? All of them?
Yeah, pretty much.
30. We've had 38. I don't know, 45 starting quarterbacks this year, and most of them have gotten wins. So.
Yes.
Oh no! Oh, what's behind you now?
Yeah, it's just so terrifying out here. And now
it's right.
My internet.
I see people walking on your porch.
It says my internet connection is unstable because it's so spooky out.
Unstable.
It's so spooky out.
All right. So Nick, let's get into it.
Give me your last psychic prediction. Who is in the championship and who wins?
I'm feeling Jable. Someone's going to get hot. Like Jable's going to be the dominant force, and then someone's going to get hot right at the end. They're not going to be the 2nd seed. They're going to have to run through the tournament. Okay, you say it's you, fine. I'll say it's you for right. I'll say it's you for right now. But you need some luck.
I do. I need some luck, and I need some Joe Burrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jable will tell you that's not a good bet.
No. So then, if Jable and I are in the championship, who wins?
Oh, I'm just gonna say Jable. I just like him more.
Wait a minute.
I do. He's a really good guy. I think he's a cook, so he brings something to the world. Like, did you move any thermometers today?
No, I didn't move any thermometers today. Man.
Exactly. So I bet Jable moved some. I bet Jable moved some wings and some etc. today. So he's just giving more to society.
But I did get the deed to this house by staying the night. One night.
Oh, nice.
That was the deal. Then I get all the inheritance money.
Oh man, I hate Dahlgren.
Okay, Mick. What a great rundown. What a great prediction for halfway point. Let's do the rundown really quick. We don't have to dive in. I'm just going to pick like a key player. Here's first matchup for week 8. We're already at week 8. Red Hot Jabrili Peppers taking on Nick Shook's Fields of Gold. Again, I'm projected to win, but just like last week.
How cute.
Just like last week, I think this is like another trap game. He's got Travis Kelce.
You can't look at it right. That's the problem with doing 4 waivers. You got to look at his bench. You got to be like, is he going to put in Joe Mixon? Probably.
Oh, he'll definitely put in Mixon.
All right, okay. I'm looking at this one. I mean, assuming that the Bears' actual running back doesn't actually come back, I'm giving it to you.
All right.
I say it's a 15-point run out.
I think I'm going to win this week too. It doesn't look good, but of course, what'll happen is Travis Kelce will score 180 points and then I'll lose. Let's go over to Dan Nickel taking on the Backstreet Boys. Now, Backstreet is projected to win pretty big here. Dan's dealing with some bye issues and some injuries as well.
There are no buys this week.
Oh wait, there are no buys. You're right. It's just
there are 0 buys. There were 6 last week.
He's got
this seems bullshit.
I know, right? I know. But he does have some interesting matchups. Actually, Deshaun Watson, I think, might be done with football. I don't know what's going on there. For me here, I really like the stack with CJ Stroud and Nico Collins. I think that combination is going to be key for Austin this week. Devontae Adams and now he has DeAndre Hopkins that he got from Dahlgren. He got rid of George Pickens. What an idiot.
Well, Pickens is good for 2 plays a game. It's never mind. Either way, like Eckler has a great matchup. Pacheco has a great matchup. Laporta is like actually good. I'm going Dak Street. Dak Street is back. Okay. Okay.
I think Dak Street is also going to win this week. Looks like we both agree. Again, this is interesting television when we agree. Now, here's a very interesting matchup.
All right, we'll fight on this one.
This is going to be a lot closer than you think. John Dahlgren's Clock Gobblers, first place overall against Abalash's Purdy Little Liars. He's catching Dahlgren at a good time right now with injuries. He's projected to win by 13 points is Abalash. Does Abby get the win over Dahlgren? Who are you taking this week?
Abby. I'm taking Abby. I didn't even look at Abby's team earlier. Abby might be Abby's got he's got the dark horse potential. Unintended. He's wow, I didn't see. Yeah, he's got 3 of the best on paper running backs, and that's 3 more than most teams get.
I tell you what, obviously Raheem Mostert is benefiting from Devin A-Chain being gone. And pretty much everyone else.
He was good before A-Chain came in too. He's just good.
Very, very true.
But if his made of glass kicks in, and it probably will.
His Achilles heel is going to be Bijan Robinson. What's going on there? He's got consistent opportunities, which means targets and rush attempts.
Not last game. Ooh.
I know. Definitely cause for concern, Bijan Robinson's usage. But you're right. I mean, his wide receivers are okay. I mean, Pittman, he could be good depending on how Gardner does.
Gets catches.
Let's go over to Dahlgren for me. His key has got to be Josh Allen. Like which Josh Allen is going to show up, and it really depends on what team Josh Allen is playing. Because apparently in big games, Josh Allen likes to just kind of go away.
He's doing that primetime Kirk Cousins thing this year. Whenever he's not on whenever he's not on main slate, he's been sucking. And of course, this game's on Thursday night, so I think he might be sucking.
Yep. And of course, he's starting Dallas at tight end. And guess who's in his flex?
Who
George
cares?
Pickens.
There are two
terrible trade. It was an awful trade. I can't believe nobody voted that down.
They're adults. If you're making a trade as adults, what are you gonna do?
You're adults.
He's not trading for Aaron Rodgers or anything. Do I think it's a good trade for both sides? Nah. But am I going to stop anyone from making stupid trades? Good for people who do that.
Well, I'm picking Dahlgren this week because every time I pick him to win, he loses. And I think George Pickens and Dallas Goedert will have 75 points each. All right, moving on to mixed match. Let's go. Mick 5-2. Cook Goose for everyone taking on 5-2. Dave Plow. This is my game of the week. Game of the week. Plow is projected to win big time, Mick. What's going on with Reynolds there at running back?
Last week I decided. If you want to take a look at it, I had I also have Keontae Ingram and Reynolds. Reynolds was supposed to, and he has in the past taken that David Montgomery role. Like he's supposed to be the guy who gets the short touchdowns. Mm-hmm. And last week, the Ravens stomped their shit, so there was no opportunities. Do you know how many snaps Keontae Ingram got last week? As many as you did.
The same amount of Zach Evans did in L.A., who I picked up and quickly dropped.
He ruined a lot of waivers last week.
I dodged a bullet.
Yep, he ruined a lot of waivers, but that's what you got to do when your second round pick decides to break his leg and get shot behind the stadium in week 1.
Yes, it's been very difficult for you today, or for you this difficult. That's a word. That's a Bluey reference, by the way.
Oh, that's cute. Well, I mean, I'm not going to be starting Russell Wilson. I'm going to put Trevor Lawrence in, who also sucks.
I was going to ask you that. I figured you were going to put in T-Law.
I will. I'll be pushing some people back in. It'll look a little better. But I'm winning. You know what? I'm winning.
Okay. Well, guess what? I'm taking Plow to win. There we go.
Good for you. I want you to be that.
Here is why.
Be that guy.
It's so frustrating. Every year I pick Lamar Jackson. I only pick him on the bad years. No years I don't pick him. He wins the MVP, and then now he looks like he's having another great year. Lamar Jackson is turning on. It looks like the Ravens are turning into a passing offense all of a sudden.
Kind of. When you have 7 running backs, you have 0 running backs, really. Yeah. So might as well throw the ball. Hey, you know what? Throw the ball to Mark Andrews, and then I get some benefit.
Plow's running back situation's not good, but it's much better than yours, which is not saying much.
Oh no shit!
And Jacoby Myers, that's a sneaky.
That's jumping on a ledge, man. You come back now.
Jacoby Myers.
Sutton. All right, no way. Anyone who starts Courtland Sutton shouldn't be winning.
I agree.
And I bet he will be starting him. You got nothing.
All right. I'm taking Plow this week. This is another pivotal matchup that's actually, I think, could be a sneaky upset and potential upset alert this week. Dr. Anurag Reddy at 3-4, taking on Jable at 5-2 in third place. Who wins this game? Can the doc pull it out?
Looking it down, it is absolutely. Doc can pull this one off. Well, it's Herbert. It's all about Herbert. It will always be about Herbert.
Yes.
But I mean, playing Herbert against Chicago, this is like Herbert is like stat guys. He's stat guy's most favorite player.
Yes.
But he hasn't done anything. All right, he hasn't done anything except throw to Keenan Allen 150 times. Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
Keep doing that for Mick.
Yeah, keep doing that.
Well, for me, first of all, the Adam Thielen in the flex for Jabel has been very nice, and is why he's 5-2. Adam Thielen has seemed to have found the fountain of youth.
Well, it's like whenever someone you're in the early draft season and you're like, someone's got to catch passes for that team, and almost always that does not work out. Like someone does have to catch passes, but it's not the guy you want, or like a bunch of guys getting like 40 passes for nothing. Like Adam Thielen has discovered the fountain of youth, and he's always open because they forget about him.
Yes.
They're like, what's this white guy doing here? Just let him go by. Let's cover someone else.
Is that the guy with the water bottle? What's he doing here? Oh, he's got a helmet and
he shouldn't be on the field. That guy shouldn't be on the field.
Well, Jabel obviously has Jalen Hurts. That does not hurt his chance of winning. But really, it's going to come down. If Jabel pulls this out, it's got to come down to Jamar Chase via Joe Burrow, which Joe Burrow shows up. They're playing the 49ers. 49ers are not in a good spot right now. They feel embarrassed. They got beat by the Browns and the Vikings.
They got beaten by 2 backup quarterbacks in a row.
Yes. And they're not going to take that lightly.
Kirk Cousins
not a backup quarterback.
No. He's not a backup quarterback, but he's not. Would you be happy if he was your starter?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
But here's what I do think. Like you said before, Justin Herbert for Anu. And then as we said earlier, I mean, DeAndre Swift and Christian McCaffrey is his running back combo. C-Mac sells it for me. I'm taking the Doc.
I got the Doc.
And I think the Doc might surprise some people. I should have picked him you picked him to rise up for very good reason.
I do.
All right. Now, here's the bottom feeder match.
Where can a man be with a man in Stud World?
Joe Murdoch in 10th place, taking on Adam Barris, working from Mahomes, who did get a great win last week, who does have he's got a decent roster, but so does Joe. I'm really torn here. This is projected for Joe to have the most points scored this week. He's projected to score the highest amount of points. And Barris's score is projected almost.
Wow, he is.
I know. This is going to be a very good match. I am leaning towards Barris this week, actually. And it's Patrick Mahomes, man. It's Patty Mahomes. It's Patty Mahomes and Puka.
I've heard of him. He's pretty good.
Patty and Puka, and Josh Jacobs is all of a sudden like this PPR machine, just getting all of these balls out of the backfield. And which, George Kittle is also a frustrating player to have, because you never know if he's going to have a 3 catches for 3 touchdown game or just do nothing.
What position does he play?
Tight end.
Okay, I may have mentioned this earlier. There are 2 to 3 tight ends, and the rest of them are garbage.
Yes.
It should not be a position any longer. It is garbage. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like you have Travis Kelce, you have Mark Andrews, you have occasional TJ Hawkinson, and then everybody else is like, maybe we'll do something this week. Mostly just take up space.
I agree.
Speaking of Josh Downs, seriously, man.
Yeah. Touchdowns, baby. Downs with the sickness.
He's making catches now. He's making catches. It's, they're playing. All right, they're playing New Orleans. It's they got a decent defense, but
so do the Jets, and I feel like Joe's relying too hard on Giants players, even though Darren Waller did come out. I know we were just talking about tight ends, but that's important.
Oh, yeah. Did Darren Waller do anything last week?
No, he didn't.
Or the week before that?
No, he didn't.
Exactly.
I know.
There's your boom game. Hey, you got your boom game.
But for Joe, it's all about the Tua, baby. Can Tua do his thing and throw up like a 50 burger?
What New England team's showing up?
Yeah.
Historically, he has owned the Patriots, so I'm going to bet that Joe puts this one away.
Okay.
It is about Tua, and I think this week he's got him.
Yep. It's going to be close, but I feel like watching Barris's team last week, he's got me a believer. I think Barris is going to climb.
Barris is frisky. I want him to win.
Plus, every time I pick against Joe, Joe seems to win, so he probably should like that.
Oh, that's cute.
All right, Mick. Any Halloween plans?
I'm going to take my kid around. He's wearing a Monsters Inc. costume, and yeah, that's what we do. We trick or treat now. What are you going to do?
Mick, best horror movie to come out in the last 10 years.
Barbarian.
Okay.
I absolutely love Barbarian. It's okay. Best. Okay, best. Okay. The most fun is Barbarian. The best one's Hereditary.
Ooh.
I will say Hereditary until the day I go.
Okay.
It is the scariest movie I have ever seen.
There you go. And Mick knows because he knows all.
Yeah, I know. I know stuff.
Do that.
All
Do
right,
that
so
shining thing. Do that shining thing one more time.
Congratulations, Jable. Congratulations on your win. Sorry, Austin. I wish we could come to your house sometime so we could see that Hoffa. Yeah, I'm tired of the Hoffa going to people you never see socially.
Yeah, I know. I have to show up on his doorstep and deliver either a trophy or a Hoffa almost every year.
I always want to go to Nick's little NCAA thing, but then I have to spend time with him.
I love it.
Who knows what's going to happen? It's a crazy season. You know what? They're going to have 50 quarterbacks. It's going to be 158 number one running backs. It's crazy.
Yes.
It's crazy. All right, you got crazy. 7 weeks left to put some together.
Absolutely. Mick, thank you for making this episode extra spooktacular for the Halloween episode.
Yeah,
You're one of the greatest human beings alive. Thank you so much.
That is not qualified statement.
All right, Mickey. Well, from Mick Barton and myself, you all have a safe and pleasant Halloween. Okay, we can stop recording.